Black Friday's over.
It is.
I guess today's Cyber Monday.
Oh.
So
we're going to start cybering.
But obviously, everybody's going to be shopping until pretty much December 25th, 9 in the morning.
Absolutely,
last
of
minute
course.
shopping. So please do all of your Christmas holiday shopping. If you're going to do it on Amazon, do it through our Amazon, through our link.
Yeah, definitely. Just go to WePodcast.com, click the links, or don't even bother with that. Just go Amazon.WePodcast.com. It's the same exact thing. It'll take you right to Amazon, and you can just shop like you normally would.
Yeah, and this is we've been saying this for a while now. Christmas time is the biggest time of year for shopping, and obviously for us for supporting Wii Studios. All this solid gold doesn't pay for itself.
It doesn't. And in fact, it's we're leasing it, so we need to pay for 2017, and it is going up in price.
I wonder why.
Oh boy.
60 minutes are on the clock and straight out of Wii Studios, this is 90s Percentile. My name is Jack.
My name is Dan, and we're talking everything 90s, and maybe also everything before and after.
That's right. We hope you guys had a nice Thanksgiving. And for our international listeners, there's kind of a Thanksgiving tradition in America where everybody kind of goes home for Thanksgiving, at least the majority of us. And all the high school friends get back together because it's like the one time a year they're actually in town.
We're all back in town.
Yeah, so either like the night before Thanksgiving or the night after Thanksgiving, everybody goes out, and bars right now are horrible. They're full of just drunk old friends sharing anecdotes. We're not doing that.
No, we're drinking at home.
We're drinking at home. We invited our high school friends into Wii Studios for our second annual Thanksgiving 90s Percentile.
Yeah, we'll come up with a better name later. Probably not.
The Extrava.
Okay, so we definitely didn't come up with a better name. But anyway, we've got three guests here live in the studio. To my right, we have Tom Whalen.
How's it going, guys? Good to see you. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
We're going well. Thanksgiving's over by the time you're listening to this, but that's okay.
The sentiment still counts.
Yeah,
It doesn't
sentiment still
expire.
counts.
I'm sticking by it.
All right.
Happy Thanksgiving.
There's not a half-life on the greeting.
Then we have Geoff Wolyniec. How's it going, Geoff?
Hey guys, how are you?
Good.
Good.
Covered that already.
Yeah, try to ask something original, Mike.
Of course I have it.
And finally, we have Dr. Mike Genereux.
Hi, guys.
Are you questioning?
An actual
Are you
doctor.
questioning his last
I
name or the
question all
fact that he's a
doctors.
doctor?
He could actually ask you, how are you doing? And it would be a new question,
Yeah.
right? It would not be, how
Well,
are you
my
doing?
elbow-
I got this fungus on my... all right, never mind. We'll save this after the show. We'll talk about that.
By the way,
back again. Oh, no.
Mike Genereux is a fungus doctor.
Yes. Classically trained fungus doctor.
It's where all the fun is.
Oh, man.
boy.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
man.
Boy.
Mike,
That
I
was
always
on the
thought you were a
table
fun
and you
guy.
grabbed it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so last time we had you guys on was literally a year ago, but it actually aired in
It aired
March.
in February, I want to say, because
say March.
it was one of our test. I think it was February. But
I'm gonna say March. I'm gonna say March. Late February at earliest.
we'll look it up when we figure out a better name for this episode. But yeah, it was when we were doing our test
the
shows.
late March.
We'll hold this until late March, possibly February.
That's the title.
There you go. All right, the late March, possibly
Happy
February
Marchgiving, everyone.
Thanksgiving extravaganza.
Part 2.
Did we chat a lot of Thanksgiving on that? That
No,
dated really poorly
We
in
talked
February
about
and
Crystal
March?
Pepsi and
about Crystal
Wayne's
Pepsi
World.
and
but
Wayne's
no.
World.
Actually, we talked about
Austin
Austin Powers.
Powers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wayne's World was the topic. We talked about Austin
We
Powers
talked about
a lot.
Austin Powers. The four of us talked about Austin Powers for about 45 minutes, and then Mike chimed in at the last minute and said, I just watched it 2 hours ago.
Yeah, right. Yes.
What?
Maybe I have a valid viewpoint on this movie. But anyway, so we're all back here together again, and all
better
five
or
of us,
worse.
for better or worse.
Again.
I think we're gonna jump right into the random topic generator, right? We're not
Yeah,
even.
I
We're
would
not gonna
love-
give you guys the option of
I
choosing
would
a
love
topic.
to hear your guys' topics, but because there's so many of you, I would say next time we have one of you on solo, you get the pick.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think so.
We don't want y'all fighting over who gets the pick,
I want
because
Jeff's
then me and Dan are going to have to admit which one is our favorite.
That's
and
true.
We all know it's Dan.
Oh, thank you. I would have said Dan as well.
Well, that's your pick. I was
Okay. Well, Dan's pick is also Dan.
Yeah.
So, guys, so we have a list of random topics. You can go to our website. It's wepodcast.com. You can submit a random topic to the random topic generator if that's something that you're so inclined to do. Any 90s topic doesn't matter. So we are going to go right now, fire up the old generator, and here is our
And
first
by the way,
topic.
all of this is the official title. Since we said 60 minutes, that is the official name of our annual
Literally
Thanksgiving.
every word that's been said on the
Literally
podcast.
that, yeah.
I don't know if we can do
Stop
that on the site.
and ending right now.
All right. Long title.
No. This is still part of
This
it.
is still part of the title.
Ending right
Title.
now is part of the title.
Okay. Featuring
Title.
Sting.
Sting. Hello.
All right, but that's the actual. It ends on Sting saying hello.
All right.
Hello, love. Oh, Sting.
I'm glad Sting was able to come in just for that one bit.
Thanks, Gordy.
All right, guys, I have our first topic. It comes from Brent Augustine. Thank you, Brent.
Thank you, Brent.
The topic is Amazon.com.
Ooh, I just read the history of Amazon. Well, I didn't read it. I listened to it.
Really?
What do you, I got a question for you guys.
Okay.
So when I listen to an audio
Bear in mind,
book,
Amazon.com sponsor the show.
I was
Of
going
course,
to
of
ask
course.
if
Is this
blatant
true?
advertising right now.
They
We
don't
derive
yeah.
we derive nearly all of our income from Amazon.com. So
yeah. Anyway, when I listen to an audiobook, which I do now, it's more than I read. I listen to 2 books a month. Can I still say I just read that book?
yeah, I would say so.
Because it's still it's not like I watched the movie. It's the literal language of the book. I went through, I went through every word.
Sure.
Yeah. It's not uncommon.
It's on
It's not
Goodreads.
uncommon to have that nonetheless be qualified. Like someone says, I read that, and then well, I was listening to it.
But
in
is there a
car,
shorter
you
way
know?
to say that?
I heard it. I
But
listened
heard
to
this
it.
book is not going to catch on.
Yeah, it's
No.
not, because then people are gonna be like, "What are you talking
Yeah.
about?"
Did you mispronounce red? Like what is it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I
because
mean-
it's been coming up a lot lately where I want to say I just read this and
I think it's fair to say an audiobook you have read the book.
Yeah.
I just consumed this Michael Crichton.
when I go on Goodreads and I add this book to my list, follow me on Goodreads. It says I pick my edition, and I would used to pick paperback, and then I started picking Kindle editions, and now there is an
There's an
audible
audiobook
audio option. Yeah.
I think it's kind of in the same subject, like when you say, I tape something. No one tapes anything anymore. You
That's
DVR
true.
Oh,
it.
that's
That's
interesting.
true.
So it's kind of saying the same thing. You're just kind
But
of changing the
that
context
takes-
of how you're taking the
that's
book in.
that's compelling. I
But
find
watching
that-
a tape
that's
and watching
compelling.
something live is still a visual medium. It's still it's a lot closer together than reading a book and listening to
It
it.
is, but the actual medium of videotape, you're not using it if you record something on DVR and you say, "Oh, I taped Walking Dead on Sunday."
It still holds. Yeah,
Yeah, it
tape
still
tape
works.
is the medium, but it means something that
Is
transcends
there
that
a
form.
word for that when like a verb outlives the thing it actually represents, yet everyone still understands what you're talking about?
If there
Like,
not someone should come up with one. Not us though.
I absolutely think it should be us. And
There's-
this is still part of the episode title.
Well, there's lots of. Like, we're on a podcast right now.
Might as well just call
Right.
it
No, who's
Amazon.
listening to this on an iPod right now?
I always listen
Yeah,
to it.
There's Dan and there's one other guy like, yeah, they mentioned me.
Mike, you raised your hand. Do you really listen to it on an iPod?
Yes, I do.
Really? An iPod Touch or something?
iPod Shuffle Touch kind of thing. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
Well,
I listen to it when I drive.
well,
So
now
wait a
I'm-
minute.
Well, I'm an asshole. All right.
Do you put the podcast on your shuffle and then just hope it comes up in between Hall and Oates and
It
Hall and Oates
divides.
and Hall and Oates? It's all Hall and Oates
Between
and
Hall
podcast.
and Oates. Do you hope it comes up?
It makes my dreams
That
come
was
true.
There you go.
That
Okay.
was Man-Eater. Coming up next, we've got You Make My Dreams Come True. But first, 90s Percentile, 60 minutes on the clock. By the way, I'm assuming your shuffle has a live DJ.
That's how the shuffle works.
It's a newer shuffle, and in fact, it's still like that
It's-
shuffle
yeah,
size,
yeah.
but you still have the video on there so you can swipe through
course.
the
It's the
picture.
plus.
I can
It's
put-
the plus model.
I can put
Plus.
photos on it. It's literally like an
Mike's
inch
doing a
aside.
lot of work for this iPod Shuffle right here, man.
It's
Is this
tough.
another sponsor of the pod, dude?
Oh, absolutely. Get your
Failed.
iPod shuffles on Amazon.com.
It's actually
on Amazon.
It's actually a con man who's just convinced you to do everything for him, in exchange for him just singing,
Yeah.
Hall and Oates and reenacting podcasts every once in a while.
I'm going to bring it back to the topic, which is Amazon. And
Our sponsor.
I'm going to say everyone should shop on Amazon.com, but go Amazon.com.
Amazon.wepodcast.com. Do your Cyber Monday today.
Cyber Monday
Cyber
is
it up
today.
on-
Today? Oh, I got it.
When
Yeah.
the, not today,
Got it.
today,
Got
but
it.
today.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Oh,
Yes.
today.
Did I lose you guys?
Got it.
Guys,
We're in the future.
The show's not live. We're recording it. Okay. Yeah. Amazon.com. I remember when it came out in the 90s, kind of everyone was getting internet and Amazon was like the place to buy books. Do you guys remember when you first bought something on Amazon?
Yes, I do. I bought it for a friend of ours who was a part of our crew who is not here.
Okay.
His name was JP.
You gotta bleep that out. Bleep it out. You gotta bleep that out.
He wants nothing to do
Switch
with
up
us
his name.
nowadays.
Make it like PJ or something like that.
No, last time I mentioned the name of the pod, you guys had to bleep it.
we
That
did.
remember?
was different because that was
Because he's an asshole. We don't like him.
Whoa!
right, fair enough.
We're not talking about JP. That was
Yeah,
someone
that was
else.
somebody else.
So
Just there.
JP, it was a good friend of ours, and there was a band I really liked. I think a lot of us really liked, called The Miracle of '86.
Oh yeah.
From
Staten Island, New York.
Staten Island, New
Yeah.
York, from where we
like
come,
all
went
of
to our
us.
high school, and I wanted him to really listen to the album, so I bought the album on Amazon and put his dorm as a shipping address.
So the first time you bought something on Amazon, we were in college already then.
Freshman year of college, yeah.
Okay. So
And the
that's
first time you bought
2002.
something on Amazon, you shipped it to someone else.
Yeah.
How far we've
It was
come.
Circle
Yeah.
Gets the
How
Square.
fond of you.
Oh,
Jack.
it was the Kevin
How
Devine
fun.
Yeah, it's the Kevin
solo
Devine's
album.
first
yeah,
solo
it was the
album,
Kevin. Well, maybe
All right,
He's still
Jack,
putting. He's still
gotta get
putting
your
records
facts
out.
straight here, man. Was
Anyway,
it Kevin Devine or Miracle on
Well, if you
86?
check your Amazon, it tells you the day you became a member.
Yeah, so you
Mine's-
can go back. I'm in the 90s at some point. I'm bringing up my Amazon account right now. I'm kind of
We-
curious
we
what the
bel-
very
we
first
believe you.
thing.
I
No,
don't.
I wanna
I
know what
don't
the first
remember.
thing
I
I
don't
bought
remember
was.
my first Amazon purchase. In
It
fact,
was
I
a big dildo.
okay.
He's not denying it. You know.
He didn't say no.
He didn't
folks.
say no. He just laughed.
Mike, Geoff, first.
I was more of an eBay guy myself, but that didn't
Yeah,
even start till
yeah.
college anyway. So
Yeah.
Well, I remember in the 90s, especially when kind of the internet was just becoming a thing, people were really worried about using your credit card
Yeah,
online.
for
I
sure.
was.
For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
And now we use it, constantly. Like,
Yeah.
I buy everything online these days
Yeah.
through Amazon.com, the sponsor of 90s Percentile.
better.
I do, and I use our link, even though I don't think we're supposed to because we own
Don't
the link.
tell. Don't let him.
I mean, bleep that out. Do you guys use Amazon a lot now?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
actually I sell a lot on Amazon for my job, and buy a lot on Amazon too. I mean,
For your job.
Prime has led to a major resurgence for Amazon, right? I mean, Prime is
Yeah.
a now ubiquitous like storefront.
People know what you're talking about if you just say Prime. You don't have to
yeah,
say
sure.
Amazon. And yeah, I think that was a great move for them. If you don't know what Prime is, and by the way, sign up for Prime.
You can
through
sign up for Prime
Amazon.wepodcast.com.
through us.
Absolutely.
It gives us a nice little kickback.
Basically,
I don't
yeah.
know how inside baseball this is that I'm going right now, but the tenuous line between actual podcast and advertisement that we're kind of dancing on right now,
Sure.
has got me like a little bit woozy.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
That's very inside baseball.
I don't remember what my point was, but I did
You
look up.
were describing to the podcast listeners what Amazon Prime was.
Yeah, Amazon Prime. You pay. I think it's $100 a year.
Yeah, $100 a year. Yeah,
Although
so-
if you get it, maybe it passed already.
it
There was,
already
there was
passed.
an
There
$80.
was,
Yeah.
there was a
Yeah.
thing
Yeah.
where you could get
Yeah.
a discount, but yeah, you get free shipping, free 2-day shipping on anything you buy for the year. Plus, you get Amazon Music and Amazon's
movies. I-
Prime Video.
I watched a movie on Amazon Prime last
It's pretty
night.
much like getting Netflix
Yeah.
with like their
With
version of Netflix
mailing.
with.
and it's good.
Right,
They
right.
got a lot of good new movies on it.
Also, what are they trying to do now? Oh, they're looking into like live sports.
And I mean,
Yes, I've heard that.
Transparence on Prime,
Yep.
right? And that's like one
Amazon
of the best
is just the
shows.
best, and everybody should
Yeah.
get it.
yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
love Amazon, and so
Sure,
do
sure.
all of our guests.
Sure.
Remember, the website is amazon.wepodcast.com.
So Amazon. I'm sorry, you're really
AMAZ.
eager to tell everybody the first thing you bought on Amazon.
I am, and it was actually 2004. I actually thought I used Amazon earlier than that. I bought a book called
It was the late
Paradoxes.
90s. It was the late 90s.
It was the late 90s. I bought a book called Paradoxes for a philosophy class that I took in college,
Yeah.
which I hated,
So
by the way.
this is definitely now. This is where I first encountered Amazon. Was school bookstores too expensive? I could get it cheaper on Amazon. I
Yeah,
feel like
that's
that was
exactly
the thing.
what this
I
is.
started
Yeah,
buying
it was.
all
Yeah,
my
yeah, for
all
sure.
used textbooks. Yeah, I did that.
That's
for the rest of
definitely
the-
that's definitely the case.
Yeah.
Although then I was after I pretty much for the rest of college after I signed up freshman year I did that. I got used textbooks at like a huge discount from the NYU bookstore. But they always came out, they were like yellow and gross and they smelled weird. And I was always like, I wish I had a new textbook.
Well, Amazon now on their marketplace or storefront, I really sound like a commercial at this point, but you can see like a lot of sellers will put acceptable condition or
Sure,
good
right.
condition, things like that.
Well, I knew what I was getting into. I was like,
Right.
give me the poor, please, because
yeah,
it's
you want the
cheaper.
cheapest
yeah.
one.
But then it just kind of took
The
away.
pee-pee
It
soaked
robbed me
books.
of like the new book feel.
I will say from the other side from like the other side of the sales window, I sell on Amazon. Amazon is really easy to use as a seller, and like really streamlined in a way that eBay isn't anymore.
really.
Yeah, I mean eBay requires you to upload. You have to upload photos of everything you sell now. Amazon doesn't require that. Amazon's interface is generally easier to use. The downside, if I may, is that Amazon's what would you say? Seller quality parameters are strictly logarithm driven and are much harder to maintain when you are a small volume seller because they're percentage based.
Tom Whalen's views do not reflect those of these studios.
So it's a little tough on small businesses, and I've been frustrated by them sometimes. But we need the money we get from Amazon, and I'm glad it's there. I'm glad we have it.
What do you mean by that? As far as like your star rating, your kind of
So
seller rating,
feedback's
on Amazon?
feedback's not a problem. The issue is like we have stuff for sale on the store floor that we also sell on Amazon. Let's say something sells out and you got to cancel the order on Amazon. You string together 3 of those in a couple weeks, and all of a sudden you show a 6% pre-order cancellation rate, and they want you to keep between 2.5, and they could put you on probation and make you have to appeal to get your account back, and
Are they wrong though? If I bought something off of your website and I find out it wasn't there anymore, I'd be pretty pissed.
If I offer you a refund and a credit on your next order, I don't know what else to tell you. And I'm like, I get it, but it's like there's other copies of it on Amazon.
Right.
But Amazon's model is good for them because they are very wise in netting small independent sellers into their paradigm and profiting off of their work. I don't mean to make that sound that's business.
Yeah,
But
I think that's a smart thing they did.
highly recommend everybody read The Everything Store or listen to it.
I want to.
It goes into basically all of these ideas they have of they hit a hurdle and they weren't making any money, and independent bookstores are still, or independent sellers are still screwing them over, and then they go, all right, let's incorporate them into our. And besides being well written, it's just incredibly fascinating. Like I'm convinced Jeff Bezos is just one of those. As our Canadian listeners know, the great man theory, where there's just one guy who was, it wasn't a product of an evolution of circumstances. He really just came out of nowhere and came up with something new. He's revolutionary, at least in terms of a business model.
No, it's true. It's true. It's like I said, ubiquitous in commerce. The words Amazon and Prime, summon whole worlds of commerce for us, and for something that didn't exist 20 years ago, it's incredible.
Yeah, they capitalized on kind of the internet marketplace, just building from books and then moving up. I think something you said before, Tom, is really interesting. They've made everything so easy, and that I think is their biggest innovation. Not only do they sell everything online, but they have one click. Now they have these dash buttons where you can get a Tide dash button, and you just literally press a button and more Tide is just delivered to you.
Although I think you have to confirm the purchase.
Oh, do you? I don't use that, but it's just crazy.
What an inconvenience, huh?
I have to get up and confirm it.
So, Jack, you read the book. Amazon is a name.
I listened to the book.
You consumed the book
through Audible, a subsidiary of Amazon.
Where's the name come from?
I was just looking that up because I can't remember.
Okay.
I remember they had an original
I can't
name.
remember now. I think it was just
Stall.
just a fun word that Jeff Bezos liked.
Well, they had an original name.
It's actually an acronym that stands for...
the original name was Cadabra. But people kept thinking, because back then a lot of they had to make a lot of phone calls, be like, "Hey, can we get some funding for our new business, Cadabra?" And people kept thinking it was Cadaver, because he wanted to be like abracadabra, here, magic. Here's your package in 3 to 5 days, which it really is like magic.
It really is.
That reminds me of, I forget where I read it a few years ago, but somebody was talking about how even the way Amazon gives you your stuff, it feeds this kind of serotonin in your brain that makes you want to buy more, because basically you get a box in the mail and you open the box and you take out what you ordered, and you know exactly what you ordered already, but there's this sense of opening a present, which before Amazon you open presents twice a year, Christmas and your birthday, and now basically you can open presents 3-4 times a week if you're a compulsive shopper like myself.
Yeah, so two quick things. One, I totally agree with you about the present thing. I was actually going to bring that up. And two, when you were explaining it, you sounded just like Michael Keaton Batman, because you were like, you order the thing and you open the box.
So look, you wake up, you have some breakfast.
What's in the box?
Hey,
Sorry.
Hey, so eBay obviously is also a part of this. Do you guys remember half.com?
I do remember half.com. I used half.com all the time.
I used to hit up the half.com.
Yeah, that was a good place for CDs and books and things. I feel like Amazon just ate their lunch.
Yeah, right? What happened to them?
Because that was, I believe half.com was owned by eBay.
Yeah, it still is, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, it's still around?
I don't know. I mean, it's still...
I'm an Amazon man now.
Every once in a while, I will follow a rabbit hole to try to find some weird, slasher on VHS. Some weird slasher on VHS, and I will come to a link for it on half.com.
Right.
It will either be empty or it'll be one available for $66 or something, some price I wouldn't pay for it.
Yeah.
And the sense is that it's a dead listing or so. I don't know.
Sure. Yeah. I don't know.
To answer your question, so Amazon, this is what I thought, but I couldn't put it into words. But basically, he picked the word randomly out of a dictionary because it sounded cool, and then he kind of came up with the reason that it's exotic and different, and the Amazon River is really big. It's the biggest river in the world. So this is the stores he wanted this. The Everything Store was which is I think the name of the book. The Everything Store was the original concept he had. Amazon didn't start off as a bookstore. It always was an online store that sold everything. The reason reason they did books first was because it's like, all right, what's something that the internet can do a lot better than the chains? It's like, basically you can have 1,000 copies of the same thing. It's very easy to order. It's very easy to ship. So he picked books first because it was the easiest thing to do. But the original idea was a store that has everything. It just took them 10, 15 years for it to happen. It's like how Netflix was, the original concept of Netflix was streaming video. But there was no such thing as streaming video at the time. And they knew they didn't have the money to invent it. So they're like, all right, we'll just mail people DVDs until we figure it out.
We'll just do this bullshit until the technology catches up.
Yeah, so Amazon, Netflix didn't evolve into what they were. They were that from the get-go. It just took them a while to get there.
Yeah.
Just like how 90s Percentile was always going to be just a giant Amazon infomercial. It just took us 45 episodes to get there. By the way, Amazon.wepodcast.com.
Help us out. I don't know. What else do you guys have to say about Amazon? I mean, we all love it.
Next topic?
We all love it.
Do next topic?
We could do a next topic. I mean, I'm enjoying talking about Amazon, but I feel like there's more fun topics we could be talking about. We got a fun crew here.
Should we talk about their affiliates program?
All fun guys here. Let's talk about their affiliates program, Amazon.wepodcast.com.
What do you guys think about... I don't know. I got nothing. His space... Jeff Bezos' space...
What's he trying to do with space?
SpaceX?
I know about the drone
He's a rival
deliveries.
to Elon Musk. He's
really?
got Project Blue Book. What's Blue
Project
something?
Blue Book is to sell your car.
No. Project Blue Book is the FBI's Men in Black program.
I don't
isn't
know
it?
anything about that. We don't talk about that on the show.
I forgot.
No one knows anything.
I forgot Agent D over here.
If I asked you guys to call me Agent D, none of you would, right?
I'd try it once.
You want to try it and see how it feels?
No.
I kind of knew you. I kind of felt like
He
that.
couldn't even live up to that promise of once.
Did not get off the runway on that one. No way.
Anyway, it has nothing to do with Amazon. It's a Jeff Bezos venture. I can't remember the name of it, but he's building a rocket company. It's one of the big privateer space because NASA's not going to do shit and the government's not going to help out. So
NASA's not going to do shit.
we got to get to Mars. We're running out of time here, folks.
We all remember Total Recall.
Did you see what happened in Australia 2 days ago?
They were
3
invaded
days
by
ago?
Martians?
No, they had so much smog that people were dropping dead from asthma.
Are you kidding? I feel bad about joking about Martians.
Yeah, you should.
Well, I do. Agent D is sorry.
Well, okay. You use the neuralizer and
Yeah, everyone forgot.
we gotta get off this planet.
Was this last drop of Amazon conversation a net positive, you think? Because we got to world apocalypse by the end.
I think so. I think it was worthwhile.
Well, do you think Amazon's
not
going to stick
Australia.
around? Do you think like 100 years from now, people are going to still be ordering stuff on Amazon?
I don't know about 100 years from now, but I think for the foreseeable future, yeah, I think Amazon's going to be around. I'll tell you one aspect
Because
of
they're
my
still
life.
barely profitable.
We haven't talked about
true?
this.
Yeah, they haven't really been making profits until very, very recently.
Right.
Because
That is
Jeff
true.
Bezos spends everything he makes to innovate, which is
bet
ballsy and great.
Well, and they also operate as a loss leader to kind of crush the rest of their competition, which they're doing pretty well. But I
Just
wanted to
like
bring
us.
up, just like us, we bring you the cheapest podcast possible to crush cereal and What the Fuck with Mark Maron. That's what it's called, right? No, I wanted to mention Comixology, which is a digital comics platform that was actually purchased by Amazon, I think 2 or 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And as a big comic guy, I was kind of tentative about digital comics until Amazon bought Comixology, and then I went like all in because I was like, Amazon's not going anywhere. Like, it's a safe bet to spend money on these digital things that I don't really own.
Yeah.
Like, Amazon's going to be around. I'm going to be able to actually keep these comics for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, no, and that's what I love about independent sellers like you. So I would, if you were just some guy, if you were just Tom from the block, Tommy from the block,
Sure.
and I wanted to buy some horror VHS slasher from you,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give you my credit card information. You got like
Sure.
you're unkempt, you haven't shaved. I don't know you, so I'm not gonna give you my credit card. But I will give Amazon my credit card information because I know
fair,
if something
yeah.
happens, they'll cough it up.
That's
and
another huge service that they
Yeah.
provide. They're a great intermediary.
Amazon.wepodcast.com.
All right. I think we may have shilled enough Amazon for this portion of the
Maybe
podcast.
we get one more in. Amazon.wepodcast.com.
Glad we got
Why don't you hear
one more
Jeff
in.
say it? Jeff,
Amazon.wepodcast.com.
let's get one from the medical crowd.
Oh, I guess that's me then, huh? Amazon.wepodcast.com.
You heard it here, folks. A doctor said you need to go to Amazon.
One out of one doctors agree.
That's 100% of doctors polled.
100% of doctors polled.
Soon
Oh
I
my
will be
God.
prescribing
Tom,
my
you fit- Tom-
medication through Amazon.com.
There you go. That's their next venture.
Tom, you feel left out?
Probably
That's
gonna
about
happen.
10
No,
years
I'm
away.
good.
Nah, get one in there. Get
It's
one in
probably
there. Come on, you know you wanna.
Amazon.wepodcast.com.
I like that you say it with the sleazy.
Yeah.
That's my regular voice. That's how I talk.
That velvety smooth
Yeah.
voice of an angel. All right, guys. I think we should do a new topic. What do you guys think?
Next topic.
Let's do it.
Next topic. What do we got?
Well, we have
All right.
36 minutes and 11 seconds left on the clock.
36 minutes and now 9 seconds left. From Mr. Spider Clown, our old
Oh
buddy.
boy. Oh boy.
Topic submitter. Here's the topic. It's the number 7. Now, I don't know if he means the movie 7 or literally the number 7. I'm going to leave it to you guys. What do we want to talk
Well,
about?
it's a 90s topic. So
It's
the
a 90s
number
topic.
7 is not
But
really
Jack-
a
yeah.
90s.
Number
the number
7 is
seven-
a transcendent time.
It was used throughout the 90s.
I was thinking that was my first guess. Was 1997, the year 1997. But this guy's really
very
lazy.
specific.
if he's-
Eighth grade. What the hell?
Have you guys vet these topics?
No,
Just
we
like
don't bet these topics at all. This
No,
is
the
live.
guy we paid $5 to come up with the algorithm.
we paid him
we
15
couldn't
to make it a little bit better.
we couldn't figure out how to.
Maybe he meant
That-
the name that George Costanza wanted to give his kid.
That's an excellent call. All
Or
right.
maybe Lucky 7 from Price is Right.
Why not?
I
One
thought
of
we
the-
all agreed on Soda. Soda's a great name.
Mug Costanza. Tom's not on board.
I thought when we were going to do the movie 7 and I was stoked.
I mean, I think he probably does mean the movie 7 because 7 was spelled with a 7 instead of a V.
But it had
really
the SE and the EN at the end of it.
Se7en is what it really is called. David Fincher's
Se7en.
Se7en.
I just want to let the number 6 know.
Se7en.
There's nothing to be afraid of. we're just talking about 7. You're fine. He's not coming for you
Because what happened, Jack?
because he ate 9.
There you go. 7, 8, 9. There we go.
Very nice.
All right, so let's assume that our
good.
friend Mr. Spider Clown was talking about the movie 7.
Hey,
Let's talk about that.
Came out in 1995. How fucked up is that?
Yeah,
That was
weird.
20,
Really?
22 years
22
ago.
years.
Are we
ago,
gonna
yeah.
call a like if you haven't seen 7, we're gonna spoil the ending?
Yeah, that's probably a good move.
'Cause-
All of us on the panel here, we've all seen 7, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
We're
we're gonna
gonna-
I've seen
spoil
it
the
once.
shit out of 7.
I watched
think
it
I've
once.
only seen it once.
You don't really have to watch it multiple
you
times.
and I
I've
have watched it
definitely
together. If that was the one time you've seen it,
Possibly.
I'm almost
I don't
sure,
remember
yeah.
watching it with you. I remember watching Mulholland Drive with you and Geoff.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Mulholland and
greatest-
Drive.
the
Is that like Netflix and chill but with me with Agent D?
It's where you're driving.
family.
It's where you're driving
Jeff
with
is-
Agent D and you
Jeff's
have
not,
bone in the
not
back.
fucking with Mulholland Drive.
Oh
No.
boy.
not at all.
Oh, I love Mulholland Drive.
Yeah, it's one of my
But
favorite
that's-
movies.
I've never
of all
seen
time,
it.
yeah.
I agree
I've
with
only
you.
seen it
I-
once.
All right, so
Never seen
7.
Let's
Seven.
let's
Let's
not
talk
a
about
90s
7.
topic. Let's talk
Fincher.
about 7.
David Fincher's second film
Yes.
after the game.
After
No,
Alien
the
3.
game came afterwards. Alien 3 was definitely before.
Alien 3 was his first
the game
film.
Was, the game was 97.
No, the one Primal Fear is his first one.
No, he didn't do Primal Fear.
Primal Fear.
Who did Primal Fear?
Some dude.
I'm thinking of Edward Norton's first film as Primal
yeah, Edward
Fear. I
Edward
got that
Norton's
wrong.
first movie was Primal
Yeah.
Fear. He
'Cause
got
I'm
picked
thinking
up,
of Fight Club. Yeah, okay.
yeah, he got picked out of like 2000.
Primal Fear was directed by Gregory Hoblet. I don't know who that is.
Not
Sounds
your-
like a Lord of the
Not
Rings
your guy.
film.
It's not your guy.
not,
huh?
not our guy. Yeah, so the movie 7, I googled 7 and the number came up.
Oh,
Okay.
Dave, jeez.
This is not. Yeah.
This is quality podcasting. Guys, you can
This
talk too. I don't
this
have to be the
is
only one
quality
talking.
podcast.
I'm alright.
So David Seven's film about a serial.
David 7. What an asshole.
Dude, the number
David Seven's film
your,
Fincher.
Self-titled
your
film.
boy Spider Balls or whatever like cast a spell on us.
Oh, he
dude.
does that. His topics are interesting.
Spider balls. I love it.
All right, so David Fincher's 7 is a film about a serial
His
killer.
it was his second film, 7.
Second film, 7, a film about a serial killer who
was the first
who
7?
designs elaborate and ghastly murders based on the 7 deadly sins.
Yeah.
And
Which are gluttony.
gluttonies.
Did everybody go gluttony first in their head?
Yeah, gluttony,
yeah.
gluttony, wrath, lust,
Vanity.
vanity,
avarice.
avarice, sloth.
Not rewinding VHS
Yeah,
tapes.
for sure.
I wasn't paying
Be
attention.
kind, not being kind. Yeah,
Not
being
being kind.
unkind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Avarice. Did we say avarice?
I think
Yeah.
avarice is in
Yeah.
the mix. Yeah.
Is that
Greed?
envy?
Did we do greed?
Is that envy?
I don't know if we did greed.
All right, let's
avarice-
say greed.
Wait, is
Let's
avarice
bring up a
greed or is
list of the
avarice
7 deadly
envy?
sins.
Is avarice greed or envy? What was that? Avarice.
Guys, I'm just
I
going
don't
to
know
read
what
off a list.
avarice is. What
Is
is
it envy?
avarice?
Avarice is envy.
envy.
I'm just
Okay.
going to read it off to you. It's lust, gluttony, greed, sloth, wrath, envy,
Sloth.
pride.
I said
Sloth.
sloth.
We
We
said
missed
sloth.
pride. We missed
Pride.
pride.
We missed pride. I
Pride.
said
Which,
I don't know. Why? Oh. well,
Vanity and
Is
pride
vanity
are different, I think.
I didn't know pride was a sin.
Nah,
Anyway,
Pride's the one- Pride, the one is-
Amazon.wepodcast.com.
There's the one with the girl in the mirror. right?
Right.
You know.
Yes.
Oh yeah, with her nose, right? She refuses. To
I'm
cut
gonna be
off her
honest.
nose
I
or
actually don't
something.
remember much of the movie besides like the last half
Well,
hour.
the movie is fantastic.
Yeah, it's
very
And
good movie.
It sounds very pulpy, and it is, but I think because it's
I think David Fincher.
he
He just
elevates it a
he
lot.
made
Yeah,
it.
for
It was
sure.
lowbrow-ish, and he made
Yeah.
it highbrow.
I think there's also, Se7en is maybe more kind of like iconic and influential than we maybe give it credit for because it's such a like violent, dark,
That's why I'm
downbeat
shocked it's
film.
1995.
It is. Yeah.
It doesn't feel
I mean,
mid-90s.
I'm not saying it certainly didn't create the buddy cop film, but it did create the kind of like buddy cop gross procedural that kind of like CSI.
Yeah, that's interesting.
This sort of like
that could be
not creative.
You
but,
never
but
had
sort
a
of,
scene in Lethal Weapon 3 where like Danny Glover is just like Riggs, get a semen sample from the corpse.
Yeah, sure.
You
yeah.
never had that.
There is a lot
Yeah,
of
so-
detective work. in
Yeah,
Seven.
yeah. And the focus of the film is on the sort of toll that the sheer like scope and depravity of the investigation takes on the guys who are making it, who are doing the investigation, up until obviously
Right.
the ending of the film,
Right,
where,
right,
where
right.
there is an actual blood toll.
Yes. Yeah. I mean,
Is it based on anything? Just an original script by Andrew and Kevin Walker?
Seven Deadly Sins. Ever heard of them?
The Bible.
We got Sloth, we got Pride. Yeah, no, it's an original screenplay, not based on a book or anything. Let's just really quickly talk about the cast because I feel like this is when Brad Pitt kind of became Brad Pitt,
Became
like,
fucking
serious actor, fucking
Brad Pitt. Yeah, sure.
This
Yeah.
was
Brilliant.
I guess it wasn't his breakout role, but
That was
he
Cool
in movies.
World,
He was
I
in.
think.
Oh boy, oh boy. I think Cool World was the same year as Seven.
it's probably going to be a topic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
I feel like
It could
I'm
be.
putting Cool World almost maybe like 90 straight up.
It's earlier than 95
Yeah.
for sure.
I'm gonna look it up real quick, but first I'm gonna say he was in like Thelma and Louise.
That was
He
his
Yeah.
breakout. That was
Yeah.
his breakout.
True
yeah.
Romance. He plays
Knew
the
him.
stoner roommate.
Cool World was
Legends of
92
the Fall.
actually.
He's your boy.
Legends of
There
Fall
you
was
go.
his breakout role.
Right.
Yeah.
But I would say this was his, this was finally his starring role, I would say. And even
Right.
Morgan Freeman, to an extent, he had been kicking around, obviously, in a lot of movies, but they're kind of co-leads, I would say. in
Yeah,
the movie.
sure.
And I don't know that Morgan Freeman had led a movie before this.
Yeah, it's really interesting when you consider the trajectory of both of those two
Yeah.
guys because now they're national institutions.
Absolutely.
And
Oh, can I just real quick? I
Yeah.
want to add on to that. So, 2 years ago, I went. I think it was 2 years ago. Maybe it was a year. No, it was 2 years ago. I went to a screening of Fury, the World War II tank movie done by the guy
David Ayers.
David Ayers that did
Shia
the
LaBeouf.
Suicide Squad. Well, it was a pre-screening for like critics and stuff, and the entire cast came out as a surprise, which was Brad Pitt, John Barenthal, Shia LaBeouf, the guy from Ant-Man.
Paul Rudd.
No, the
Corey, whatever
he was
his
in
name
the
is.
Shield, Latino guy.
Oh, Michael Pena.
Michael Pena and who was the fifth one? And
Not in
David.
Shield.
Yeah, he was
Michael
in the
Pena?
Shield. Yeah,
Oh, the Shield,
Yeah.
not Shield. The series.
Agents of Shield. No, yeah.
Okay.
not a
Anyways,
comic book thing,
so
no.
they all came out, and I've
excuse me.
Sir, Michael Pena was not in Shield.
anyway, I've been in a room where celebrities showed up before, and I've been in, and I've bumped into celebrities.
Wow, name drop over
I've
here.
been in a room where
No,
celebrities
well,
have
Name
showed up.
dropping celebrities.
I name dropped the generic term celebrity.
a genre of celebrities.
Anyway, so I've been to these, especially these Q&As where these celebrities show up. I've
Oh, there he goes again.
never seen an energy in a room when Brad Pitt came up. Like,
Sure.
I have the
I can see
metaphor
that, yeah.
of electric. I've never
Yeah.
felt before. What are you looking at behind me?
Nothing. We're looking at you.
What's the problem? What's the problem?
Are you getting paranoid because we're talking about
Cut all
Brad
this.
Pitt for some
Anyway,
reason?
Dude, the electric pit energy is still with him, dude.
No,
it's
anyway,
still with him.
I
Don't worry,
couldn't.
the seven
it was,
murderers not here.
I couldn't. It was crazy. It was like I've never been to one of those revivals before, like those religious
Sure.
revivals in like the tent.
Like a tent,
That's what
yeah.
it felt like. Everybody around me, and I don't get starstruck. And the everybody being around me got me. I could see now how those people in those tent revivals suddenly start speaking tongues. Even like you just,
Right.
I would have started. If Brad Pitt would have put his hand on my head, I would have been like,
That's just because you would have turned into a cartoon wolf and be like, humana.
that's the plot of Cool World, right?
It is. That's exactly right.
He would appreciate
No,
it.
anyway, I just wanted to bring that up because you were talking about how that was like Brad Pitt was
Yeah,
and
he's-
became an institution. I couldn't believe I've never seen a reaction like that before. It was crazy.
Yeah, I don't think many men get that reaction. I certainly don't get that when I walk into a room.
Well, that's because you gotta start going by Agent D.
You know what? I think it's going to take off for me.
It's
so,
gonna be electric.
Please, I may have to get that Twitter handle now.
Oh, I thought you said you need to get it
It's
tattooed.
Yeah,
Just get
right
Agent
on my
D.
forehead under damaged.
Wow. Wow.
But yeah, Brad Pitt obviously had a great career after this. Morgan Freeman too. Kevin Spacey. This is kind of the breakout role.
not billed.
Yeah,
Right?
he kept it hidden.
They kept him
Yes.
hidden.
Yeah. I mean,
I
he
didn't know
had
Yeah,
been
not
in,
billed.
He had been in Glengarry Glen Ross in kind of a smaller role, and that's the only movie I can think
Is
of.
this before or after Usual Suspects?
This is the same year as Usual
Yeah.
Suspects.
I'm
So
trying to
I
look
guess
it
that
up.
was also.
I'm trying to look it up. It's really hard to Google. I
What's
just
Usual
read
Suspects might have been the year after.
Usual Suspects was the same year, but came out after, I think.
Got
Anyway, I'm trying to look it up. There was another actor that was like signed on to play the killer in Se7en, and I just read him in an interview, and he's talking about it. And it's a musician. It's not an actor. It's somebody who isn't an actor because he said there weren't any lines, and he's like, "Oh, this would be really cool. I'll play the killer." And for some reason, he had to drop out because of scheduling conflicts or something. And then when Kevin Spacey got the role, they wrote him these lines, and I couldn't remember, but it was like I was like, "Holy shit! If that was the killer in Se7en, the movie might not have been a hit." It was somebody weird. I think it was a musician.
Meatloaf.
Maybe no, it wasn't Meatloaf.
No.
Yeah, I'm trying to find
I
out.
think it was
but
something a die,
see it.
something blank a day.
A die.
I am seeing that Denzel Washington, Sylvester Stallone, Al Pacino, and William Hurt were all approached and all turned down the movie.
And
So-
where are they now?
yeah. Who's ever heard of Denzel Washington? Yeah, I mean,
Okay, all right.
yes.
Kevin Spacey terrific in the movie,
Yeah,
obviously as the
Gwyneth
killer.
Paltrow.
Gwyneth Paltrow,
Yeah.
you know, she's
she's
still
excellent.
around.
Yeah, she's excellent in it. Yeah. That's
You
a
got
cast.
Arlie
I mean, that's-
Ermy is in there too.
You said that like you didn't read it off the screen. didn't
I know,
you?
I know.
You had that off the top of your
I
head?
had that off
All
the top
right,
of my head, my
all right.
friend. That's famously the drill instructor from Full Metal Jacket, and also Saving
S-
Silverman.
Saving Silverman.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say Simpsons.
yeah, right.
I can't find who the fucking original killer was, but I do know this off the top of my head because I remember I don't know if I watched it with you because I watched it on a DVD because I remember I watched all the special features and they had the original deleted scene. The original ending was all right. Should we talk about the ending?
Let's talk about the ending.
Yeah. So if you have stuck through this and do not know the ending,
Stop
turn-
now.
turn away.
Go to Amazon.wepodcast.com.
Buy Seven.
You should, because Seven
Sign up for
really is
Prime
a
and then
very
please
good
rent the
movie.
movie.
oh,
would highly
Seven's
recommend it.
awesome. Seven is a I think like a canonical, you know,
Yeah.
like a great
cult classic.
film, a great
Yeah.
film.
It was
Yeah.
Michael Stipe from REM.
Oh, is that the case?
Really?
Michael Stipe.
That would have been a very different movie. Okay,
Yeah.
maybe you could pull it off.
I mean, I think that the way Spacey plays it, I could see Stipe playing it somewhat similar.
He is a fairly reserved guy in
Yeah.
the movie. The John Doe is the name of the killer. Yeah, I guess I could see Michael.
Well,
Stipe
he
doing
did
that.
want it to be the end of the world as we know it.
I mean, he was losing his religion, so it would make sense. that
I'm
he would
leaving.
become a-
He did want the victims to go to the great beyond.
He was kind of a
the
monster.
What's the frequency, Kenneth?
REM monster. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Yeah.
There's no character named Kenneth in the movie, so
Sure.
that doesn't make any
The
sense.
ending?
Yeah, let's talk about the ending. So, yeah, spoiler alert if you haven't seen the fucking movie, go out and watch it.
It's the fucking movie. Agent D is laying it down thick.
At the end of the movie there's a big twist where we haven't seen wrath and what was the other sin that it gets
Pride.
Pride, yes.
Yeah.
So they get tied in at the end.
No, so this is the thing: is that he's
Well, you explain, Tom.
so I'm sorry. I don't mean
it's
to-
fine, it's
he-
fine.
The killer is revealed and turns himself in, which is like the big twist. Is Spacey shows up
Right.
covered in blood at the precinct and tells
did
them
it. It was me.
right, and
He's like, "I'm the guy you're
lays
looking for."
down right, and that this sets this last part of the film into motion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, there's a B plot throughout the movie where Brad Pitt is having relationship issues with his wife, played by Gwyneth Paltrow,
Gwyneth Paltrow.
who they were dating at the time, I think. They were Hollywood's it couple. Either that or they met on the set. They were
Right,
because
right.
they
I
would,
mean, I would imagine that they did meet on the set. Like they would have had to have met each other.
I didn't imagine it either
You know what I
way.
mean? That's it. Yeah.
They met for sure on the set.
There's proof of that. On film.
I don't know. I think it was done all through via remote.
It was all green screen.
the magic of Hollywood.
Yeah.
It's like they're never on the same scene.
Man.
It was Andy Serkis was playing Gwyneth Paltrow for most of the movie. They CGI'd her in later. But yeah, so Brad Pitt and Gwyneth Paltrow were an item in the movie, and then at the end, John Doe has Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman go out into the desert, and there's a delivery man who brings them a box, and Morgan Freeman looks in it, and just Brad
What's
Pitt
in the box?
famously,
What's in the box? What's in the box?
famously asks, "What's in the box?"
Yeah, because he kind of knows already. We all
He
know.
was
Right.
sort of like, how's your? He was like, how's your box? What's in the box?
How's your box?
I got a question for you about the box. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Listen, the box, we need to talk about it.
I love that movie. We need to talk about the box.
He's like, I know a lot about the box right now, but there's one more thing I need to know about the box. What's in the box? Right? That's what.
Yeah. And of course, it's Gwyneth Paltrow's head is in the
Yes.
box.
Yeah.
She's been murdered by John Doe, and then out of rage, the idea is that Brad Pitt will kill Kevin Spacey.
And that commits the seventh
And
sin
that is
by
the seventh deadly sin. And
Wow.
then
Yeah.
How is it the seventh deadly sin?
So,
That'd be
no.
wrath.
What happens is
Wrath would be the
Does
sixth.
Doe commit the sin of coveting
Of
his life
being
or
prideful,
being
of his
prideful?
will of
That's
his
it, or
life.
something
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
it. He's
Yeah,
like,
Yes,
he
yes,
envied
yes,
his
yes.
So
life.
he's the-
envy. Is it that? It's envy. That's what it's.
Kevin
envy or
Kevin
something like
Spacey's the seventh victim, which doesn't quite work because even though he's fucking over Brad Pitt doesn't die.
no, but Brad Pitt
No,
has murdered someone in
Yeah,
cold blood. I mean,
sure,
I'm
yeah.
sure.
So okay, so it's a really dark ending. It
Yeah.
actually ends with John McGinley from Scrubs.
Yep,
he
Dr.
plays
Cox.
he plays California, the SWAT team, and he's in a helicopter circling above, and he just goes, "Somebody call somebody." He has no words.
Yep.
I just remember that. But anyway, it's a really dark ending, and basically the killer wins. The bad
Yeah.
guy wins. The original ending that the studio wanted to go with, and you can watch the animatic of the storyboards. Basically, Brad Pitt's he puts the gun to his head and he's gonna shoot him, and he really wants to shoot him, and in the end he shoots him. In the original, in this other ending, he is about to shoot him, and then bang! There's a gunshot. Kevin Spacey's head blows up, and Kevin Spacey drops dead. And then it cuts to Morgan Freeman with a smoking gun, and Brad Pitt's like a mess, and he just goes, "What are you doing?" And Morgan Freeman goes, "Retiring."
Yeah, I definitely watched that scene.
And it's like
DVD.
that's a Lethal Weapon line.
Sure.
That's a little too. Everything's
It's too
kinda
clean
on the
cut.
nose.
It's too clean cut.
Yeah.
Although Morgan Freeman probably should have done that, and he's an old man.
Freeman has that epigraph, or if you would call it that, or something that or epilogue, where he's sitting in the car and Pitt is outside in the rain, and every scene in the film virtually,
Right.
Except for that desert
except for
scene.
the desert,
Yeah. Yep.
takes place in the rain.
Yep.
And the epilogue is Freeman. It's a quote, somewhat him recalling a famous quotation that's something like, "I believe."
I could fly.
I believe.
I could touch the
That was
sky.
on the soundtrack to the movie. Actually,
He says,
that was the hit single.
Right there with
Freeman
Space
says,
Jam.
"I believe the world is a good place and worth fighting for," or "I believe the second part," or something like that.
Right,
Someone
right.
said the world, I believe the second part, and then the movie ends, right? And there's this
Yeah.
sort of resounding negativity and nihilism to the film that I find really appealing.
Yeah.
It's a
No,
downer.
I do say that dead
It's a
ass.
downer.
I do say that dead ass because I think you can't imagine too many major Hollywood movies with major stars being that gross, violent, and utterly nihilistic.
Well, the studio really wanted that Morgan Freeman
Yeah.
ending, and now that I think about it, the fact that it was a storyboard animatic, I bet you David Fincher didn't shoot it just so that they couldn't use it. Because if
Yeah.
you shoot
Could
it,
be, yeah.
if you shoot it, then they're just gonna cut it behind his back. And
Yeah. I want to talk about David Fincher real quick because he's
talk
great.
about it.
He's a favorite director of mine, and probably you guys too.
Panic Room, man, best movie
was
ever
the
made.
Yes.
I actually still haven't even
I
seen
haven't-
Gone Girl.
Yeah,
Me and Tom co-wrote a review for the high school
Oh
newspaper.
my God, we did.
Do you remember the headline?
No, I don't.
You're gonna need a panic broom to sweep up this.
Oh my God.
Brilliant.
Oh man.
Brilliant.
Yeah. I like Fincher too, but I haven't seen any of his recent films after
His
Panic Room.
very recent movies I have.
I
not
hear
seen.
Zodiac is great.
I love
Zodiac
I've
is
never
good.
seen
Zodiac.
Zodiac. I have the
love
DVD on my
Zodiac.
shelf. I've been
Yeah,
meaning
you
to.
really
yeah.
should. It's a long one, but it's well worth
Zodiac
it.
is
Yeah,
a creepy
I hear it's
movie.
great.
Yeah,
I
very
hear
good.
it's
You
great.
would really like
Yeah,
Zodiac,
I'm
I
into
think.
it.
I want to just point out there's a YouTube web series called Every Frame a Painting that I really like. That's kind of breaks down movies.
that's
and
great,
things.
yeah.
Yeah, and there's one. I don't remember if it was specifically about Fincher, but they break down a scene in Se7en that is literally just Brad Pitt, Morgan Freeman, and Arlie Ermy talking. And they say what Fincher does to elevate it as opposed to just being an exposition movie or expositional scene, to actually use the direction to kind of say things about the characters. I highly recommend it if you're interested in that kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean,
There's a lot to unpack.
I'm
Yeah.
really interested in film formalism and
Sure.
find Fight Club and Se7en in particular really interesting
Totally.
cases. I I kind of really feel like he lost his way with Panic Room. I mean,
Panic Room
we
was
broke
not
out the
great.
panic broom.
We did break out the
and
panic
just
room.
didn't. I don't know, man. I kind of
I think that was his attempt at a Hollywood movie.
I was
would
what
agree
is this
with
stuff?
that.
I was unaware of Zodiac upon release, but the fact that everyone was talking about Gone Girl immediately made me run the other way. It was just too
I like
zeitgeisty
Gone
for me.
Girl a lot.
I hear it was good, but it was like big time zeitgeist movies. I'm always like, let me chill for a couple years, and
So
everyone.
there's a reason. The people know what they want. We voted Trump in for a
I
reason.
mean, hey,
no.
whoa!
It's not getting,
wasn't me.
brought up today. Oh boy.
My point is, the hits can be hits for a good
No,
reason.
that's not. My contention is not that like popular movies are necessarily bad. Like I went out and saw Deadpool once. I heard it was really great, and everyone said you didn't like Deadpool.
No.
Ooh.
Really?
Really?
Oh, daddy.
Yeah, no.
I didn't love Deadpool, but I did enjoy it.
We watched it together. You liked it.
It was okay.
I really liked it.
I
enjoyed it.
can't stand Ryan Reynolds. I can't stand
That's
him.
our
The
next
opening
topic.
scene was
Ryan
good enough.
Reynolds.
The opening title was
Two
good.
guys
Anyway,
in
it
different
was.
it's
It was.
just it's more like I felt like I couldn't separate the like hubbub about this particular film from any like actually sitting down and watching it. So I kind of
Sure.
thought, let me wait a couple years.
I'm glad I knew
Something like
nothing about it going in.
that. Yeah.
I read the
That
book,
helped.
and I feel like that's why I haven't ran out
No.
to see Gone Girl, because I know what happens. I mean, I do want to see how Fincher treats it, but yeah.
What else does Fincher have after?
So that's what I was just
The
looking
Game.
up. So here we go. Here's let's just run through his
Alien
whole, his
3.
Whole,
Wait, let me see if I can do it without.
All right,
without
let's see
looking.
if Jack can
Your
do
film
it
school knowledge.
Sounds like an
chronologically.
excellent
Let's
waste
go.
of
time.
1992. What do we got?
Alien 3.
Yep,
Which
followed by-
underrated. 7.
Yep, followed by.
The Game.
Yep, keep going.
Fight Club.
Yep,
Panic Room.
you got it.
All right, this is where it gets tricky. Was it Zodiac?
Yep.
Okay.
little
No,
break.
you didn't. You skipped
Well,
two.
no, these
Oh,
are
I see, I
not
see, I see.
directed. Yeah,
You
I'm on the
fuck.
Wikipedia
I'm
page.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Amazon.weepodcast.com. What comes after? What year was Zodiac? 2007.
Zodiac's 2007. 2008, he did a big crowd-pleasing movie that
Was it-
I've never seen.
Was it? Was Benjamin Button that long
It was
ago?
Benjamin Button. Yeah.
That was
I never
him?
watched it. I have zero interest in Benjamin Button.
It's
your
actually a
boy.
good movie.
Yeah.
Benjamin
It's a good
Button,
movie.
which was released by Criterion Collection.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's
Have to
okay.
revisit
So was The
Benjamin
Rock.
Button.
I
Well,
like
that's a
Benjamin
great
Button.
movie.
It's all right.
What
if
do
it
we
was
got after
pared
Betty
down.
Butts? What do you got?
Is there anything between Benjamin Button and Gone Girl?
Yes, there's
Oh,
two.
your
There's two,
boy.
two
Yeah,
big
big
ones.
ones, two
One of
big
which
ones,
I
yeah.
haven't seen. One of which I love.
Two big ones. I don't know. I'm blanking.
2010, we got The Social Network.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Great movie.
Is the one I love.
Great movie.
Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, 2011. I have not
okay
seen.
movie.
Have not seen. Didn't read the book. Don't really care. That's actually kind of going to your point. Like everyone was obsessed with the girl with the
Yeah,
dragon tattoo, and I was just like,
yeah,
it's not for me.
no.
I didn't even need
The
to read
original's
the
better.
movie.
The foreign film.
I gotta admit, I'm looking at this list of everything I missed from Fincher. Zodiac's the only one I want to catch up on. I didn't see Social Network. Not interested.
As
Social Network's very good.
For a guy who's
Yeah.
got so much power. Also, he did House of Cards with Kevin Spacey.
Well, yeah, that's
and
true.
that's important
Is that
because
good?
it's fun. It's a soap opera. It's really dumb.
I don't got
But Kevin
time- I don't
Spacey
got
is so
time for all this
likable.
shit, man. I
Yeah,
don't got
he's-
time for
He
this.
basically plays Foghorn Leghorn. It's hilarious.
He's also Fincher's also doing a new show on Netflix called Mindhunter, which I believe has Jonathan Groff, Broadway star, in it, who I met after I saw Hamilton. And he
Name dropper.
looked into my eyes, and I fell in love with him a little bit. But yeah, I'm actually looking forward to that. I think it's about, it's kind of like Se7en. I'm pretty sure it's about a criminal psychologist on the trail of serial killers.
So it's not like the horrible
Chance.
movie Mindhunters by Rennie Harlan.
No, it's nothing. Wasn't that with what's his face? He played
Christian
Sinestro.
Slater,
Oh, no.
Val Kilmer,
not what I'm thinking
LL Cool. It's one of the LL Cool J movies where he gets hurt but survives.
Oh, one of the many. In the, in the
No, I'm
triptych.
kind of surprised. David Fincher has all. He's a top director. He can pretty much do whatever he wants. I feel like he's pretty much typecast. Like Se7en, Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, Zodiac. They're all these kind of like like Girl with the Dragon Tattoo was that's like somebody going, oh, David Fincher should direct that because it's such an obvious like,
Well-
oh, it's dark and gritty and
I would say there's a current of
probably offer him a
dark
lot of money.
noir type movies, the ones you just named, but The Social Network is completely different
Yeah.
from that. And Gone Girl, well,
No, Gone Girl's up there,
I
too.
guess, is in there.
I'm talking half of his
But
oeuvre.
I mean, and Benjamin Button is just.
that's
I didn't see it.
That's
but,
an outlier.
Yeah,
And I love Social Network.
yeah. Social Network's a good movie, Tom. I think you should see
Okay.
it. Check it out.
So if you had to pick Se7en or Fight Club, which would you pick?
Fight Club.
Are you asking which one? If we're
Which
gonna
one do you
put on
like
a movie
better?
right now?
Yeah. No, just pick one. Which would you like better?
I'd probably have to go Fight Club, but I've seen Fight Club so many more times.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to pick. I mean, Seven is such a great, like, complete movie.
yeah, agreed.
I do
So is
kind of.
Fight Club.
Yeah, Fight Club
Yeah,
is two.
I don't like Fincher's ending to Fight Club.
Oh, I think it's so much better than the book.
Oh no, I disagree totally.
Yeah, I don't know. It's been a while.
I mean,
since I read the
I
book.
agree that the ending of Fight Club that Fincher. I agree that Fincher's. It is more cinematic. I just don't. I don't know. I feel like it's faulty. I feel like it's hard. Fight Club spoiler. It's hard to communicate in the film what Jack shooting himself in the face does to Tyler Durden, as it is somewhat kind of. It's a little easier to do that in the narrative of like a book.
Well,
Right.
so am I getting it wrong? Or him shooting himself is him giving up, pretty much saying, "I don't need Jack anymore. I don't need this."
Sure,
right?
sure,
'Cause
sure.
that's it.
Yeah,
That's pretty clear in the movie.
But but then in the book,
Doesn't
from
need
what I'm
Tyler anymore,
but
you
in the
yeah, I'm sorry.
You said your name.
No. In the book, doesn't the gun not go off and he ends up in a mental institution?
Yes.
Yes,
right?
that is
Yeah.
what happens in the book.
So
Oh, thanks a lot.
Spoilers for the
Yeah.
book of Fight
You didn't
Club, which
spoil
came
the book.
I was
gonna-
gonna,
Well,
just the movie ago.
he shoots,
gonna read
he
slash
shoots
listen to
himself,
that.
and you think he's in heaven because he's
Yeah.
he sees all white, and he sees everybody dressed in white, and he thinks
Right,
they're
right,
angels,
I
but
forgot about that,
they're
yeah.
orderlies.
listen, okay,
Yeah.
listen. Fight Club's sick. I'm sorry. I'm just picking nits.
Here's the thing: I haven't seen Fight Club in 15 years because I watched it on a weekly
Yeah,
basis.
Same.
Oh
I
my
burned
God.
out on
I'm-
it.
so
I'm gonna
many
do it
times.
again. I watched Fight Club last week, actually. on
Did
DVD.
it hold up?
Yeah, it's still really good. I just had in this mood where
It's a perfect
I,
movie.
I hadn't seen it in a while. I'm like, I kind of want to see Fight Club. Like that
Yeah.
just like desire just kind of came
Look
over
at my
me.
DVD.
Well, it's another
It's in
one-
shrink wrap. I still haven't opened it. I just bought it because I need to own it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's another one that I would say the performances in it across the board are excellent,
Yes.
right? I mean, Brad Pitt again is
Even
Meatloaf a day.
Meatloaf is great.
Great, yeah.
I can have Meatloaf
Jared
every
Leto.
day. No?
Zach
All right, never
Zach
mind.
Grenier, the boss.
Leto.
Yeah,
Leto.
right,
Leto.
Leto was
Leto,
I don't like how-
does
before
what
he
he
went
needs to.
nuts.
I don't
Leto does
like
what he
how
needs to do.
I don't like how Angel Face had the word damage. I thought it was too obvious.
Yeah, it
Damage
was,
tattoo on his forehead.
You know, when Batman came in, it really tanked Fight Club for me.
You guys are joking about that comic book movie that came out?
Yeah, I
recently?
didn't
Yeah,
see that one either.
He's a terrible joker.
There's a comic book movie?
They make movies about comic books.
What are they gonna think of
There's
next?
been a handful of them.
No, I didn't watch
That's
it because I was afraid.
weird.
There was like a backlash where I was just like, "Oh, the movie can't be that good." I'm just, that was
Fight
dumb.
Club or
That was
Suicide
that
Squad?
was dumb. 18-year-old Jack's opinion.
Oh,
and
yeah.
like that was my essay into film school. I wrote about film. I was obsessed with Fight Club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just
I feel like we all were. I mean,
Yeah, I remember the Fight Club.
posters were everywhere.
Fight Club being this thing where like my early experience on the internet was like reading a lot about Fight Club and about
Sure.
like the Easter
And the
eggs
movie
in it.
bombed.
Yeah.
We all watched it after
Yeah.
it came
Yeah.
out. It
Oh,
came
you
out in
mean I
99.
rented
Fight Club
it
was
from
the 7 of our high
Blockbuster. I
school
remember
years.
watching it.
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
the
that's
first
right.
time in
That's
my
right.
basement.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And we were
7
like,
was
what
a little
the
too
fuck
early
is this
for us.
movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Fight
mean, like,
Club was
Yeah, and
a
I
little
think
bit-
7 is an adult film about
Yeah.
adult pain and
That came
sense
out
of
when we
loss
were-
and hopelessness.
Although Ed Norton's like
11.
26 in the
Yeah.
movie.
I'm not
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
Fight Club isn't a mature film, but it's a much it's like an angrier, like a film that would appeal to young people more because it's angrier.
Right. There's a lot of teen
Yeah.
angst.
Yeah.
That
It
would
is very
enjoy
teen
watching
angst.
Fight
Yeah,
Club.
you're
Well,
right.
it's more like adult angst, but
Well,
Yeah,
it is,
sure.
But I'm saying teenage boys, especially, would probably find a lot to like in Fight Club.
Because you
Yeah.
would go, yeah, I would join Project Mayhem. Whereas now I would be like, I agree with everything Ed Norton is doing, but I'm not going out and doing Project Mayhem. It's late. It's 7:30.
I got work in the
I like
morning.
that. That's the
I'm
reason
tired.
you
So-
would join Project Mayhem.
So
Need to
another,
sleep.
perhaps like just sort of, what do we say, tying these things together here. Fincher with 7 and with Fight Club, along probably with Shyamalan's Sixth Sense, are very early iterations of spoiler culture of don't spoil
Sure.
it, don't have you seen Fight Club?
big
Okay, don't
twist
talk
endings.
big twist.
I would say
yeah,
it,
yeah.
Citizen Kane in 1941.
Yeah, sure, but I mean.
Well, even that, I mean,
Psycho.
people weren't dying to know, like, what is Rosebud?
I'm-
Like, I don't think it was
Psycho had a big twist.
Psycho, yes, but that
I'm-
was.
I'm
I mean,
not-
a big
Got
market,
spoiled
a
for
big
everyone,
marketed
though.
twist.
I'm not. Oh, and in fact, Hitchcock said he had in the advertisements like, "Do not tell your friends about the ending of Psycho."
Right.
I'm not saying there were never twist endings. I'm saying the confluence of very popular movies with twist endings and an internet culture with hyperactive
I
film
would say the
discourse that
internet
made
had
it
more
so
to do
that
with
the
Totally.
qualification of no spoilers became
Yeah.
necessary.
I
I just
would agree with you.
saw what is it? Psycho for the first time, the original like Hitchcock. They had like a Hitchcock weekend around like Halloween. So I saw it for the first time. I absolutely know exactly what's going on. It was so like suspenseful and
Oh my
thrilling.
god,
Yeah,
It's
Psycho
it's a
really
great
is
good.
film.
Great
amazing.
They
Dude.
followed it up with Birds afterwards, and I did not like that.
Yeah,
That is-
I'm not crazy
I like
about the
Birds.
Birds is minor major Hitchcock, right?
Yeah.
It's the word.
It's drawn out. It wasn't really.
I like
the Bird's the word.
I'm not gonna be
Bird's the
scared.
word.
I'm not gonna be scared of birds.
You
though,
fuck with
just to be
Vertigo?
honest.
Vertigo.
Vertigo?
Is brilliant.
Vertigo, yes.
Get
I've
that
never
fucker.
seen Vertigo.
Get your Vertigo going.
I watched the
didn't
first
like
half of Vertigo and I fell asleep in class.
You need to
Dude,
watch
get
Vertigo.
your
didn't
film
like it.
school
It was
money back,
7:30.
dude. No, Vertigo, get your money back, dude.
I
Go get it
I
back.
have the Blu-ray Hitchcock
only seen High
Masterpiece
Anxiety.
Collection. I had only seen High Anxiety for a long point in my life too. That's the Mel Brooks.
Oh my
parody,
god,
but-
I watched Jen and I watched Blazing Saddles recently. Oh my god, Blazing Saddles is so good. It's
Yeah.
still
All right.
so good.
So-
So
Just a horse
I have a
is
happy
great.
story and a sad story at the same time. So I got to see it at Radio City a couple months ago,
Yeah.
Blazing Saddles live with like 5,000 people in Radio City, and it was awesome. And Mel Brooks was there live.
Did
and
it kill? Did it
that's
like
awesome.
absolutely kill?
Seeing it with
I mean,
everybody at
it's
the same,
so
seeing
funny.
it
Part
with
scene
everybody
has
at the
to.
same time, it was. I appreciate it on a level I never appreciated.
Yeah.
It was just laughing at all. You know, whenever you watch something on a big screen with a crowd, you just laugh at subtle jokes more.
Sure.
But the bad news was, so the show started at 7:30. We got there at like 6:45. The line was down the block. It was down 30 Rockefeller Center. We're waiting in line. They're taking forever letting people in. They're doing the metal detector thing. We get in at like we get in at like 7:50, and they started the movie at 7:30. Even though
Oh, that's
yeah. And then we got some drinks and we got some popcorn. And by the time we walked up to the fucking third mezzanine, because those were the only tickets I could afford, we missed legit the first half of the movie, like first 45 minutes.
Oh, man.
And I was just like so pissed off. And I was so mad because they were like, we have to start on time. Mel Brooks is an old man; he has to go to bed.
and so is Jack.
Well, this is I mean, it's just something you can
Yeah,
empathize with.
so it's really wrong of them. So it was their fault that they weren't letting us in fast enough.
Right.
And I was so mad. I was like, I'm going to tweet them publicly and use my podcast fame and just like make them give me my money back. But I was so enamored by Mel Brooks because it was one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my life. He was just so full of energy. He started running laps around the stage in the middle of the interview, just going.
That's amazing.
He goes, I love that there's so many people here. I'm just going to start running around. And it was amazing. So I tweeted as soon as I ended the show. I was like, that was the greatest thing I've ever seen. Mel Brooks is amazing. And then the next day I was with my buddy Frank, who saw the movie, saw it with me. I was like, I'm going to tweet. I'm going to be like, fuck them. That was so. He goes, you realize you tweeted that you had the greatest night of your life. I was like,
right.
fuck. All right.
You delete that tweet and then tweet
Yeah.
the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't delete tweets. Whatever's out there is out
You're not
there.
a tweet deleter?
No, I stand by whatever horrible things I say.
Tweet
You
it at
guys have
3:30
heard
in
the
the
worst.
morning. And
But have
no
you
one reads
deleted
it.
your live journal from high school yet?
No, it's out. It's up there somewhere. There's a suicide note.
I believe mine is out there
My
as well.
suicide note's
You
up
have
there.
to delete that?
Oh, yeah.
There's
I
like-
deleted it.
There's a comment still on my live journal from somebody sitting right next to me who called me a dick/asshole.
Asshole/dick, my friend.
An asshole/dick
Asshole/dick.
because I saw it with a certain person sitting across from me. I saw Freddy versus Jason without waiting for the person sitting next to me
Oh,
to
man.
get there.
All
in
right.
The
time.
coordination to
Talk about
see that
inside
through.
baseball.
Two
Yeah,
people
this is
sitting
way
next
inside.
This is
dude.
inside.
This
I don't
is
even
it's
know
so
what-
inside baseball. It's like
It's
hockey.
inside our own bubble.
So if you could ever guess, which you never would, my live journal handle, you would find Mike's comment calling me an asshole/dick.
Is it the live journal handle like Amazon.we?
Yeah, it's Amazon. I had a feeling.
Sick.
This is going to be something someday.
Yeah, man.
Amazon.wepodcast.com.
Absolutely. I love that we had you guys back. Thanksgiving tradition, whatever the hell we called it before. And just like last time, we started talking about one movie, and then slowly but surely started talking about another
Mike,
movie
did you
with
watch
the same
Fight
star.
Club yesterday?
Yes, he did. He watched
Oh, was it like last
Yeah, sure. No, he was in the mix on that. No, he let us know. He helped out. with
Definite
that, yeah.
deja vu going
I am
on.
just so stoked that the random topic generator produced two things that I knew about and had heard
you
of.
go.
I was
Yeah.
really lost to Crystal Pepsi last time. I mean, I heard about it,
Sure.
but I just didn't know what to say.
Yeah.
You know?
But you brought
So-
it back with Wayne's World.
Sure, I did. Yeah.
We've
Yeah.
got just under 4 minutes left. Do we want to lightning round just one more topic? See what it is?
Lightning
Roll
round.
the
Let's
dice,
lightning,
bro?
baby.
Let's
Lightning
do it.
strikes, baby. Come
All
on.
right,
Number
I hope it's-
6.
I hope it's something.
The 90s.
Something easy. All right, so we got our next topic, which is not coming up.
3 minutes and 24 seconds left on the clock.
Suspense.
From George Martin Fell Brown.
Thank you, George.
Woodstock 99.
Whoa.
We can talk about this in 3
So
minutes.
I was upstate at my family's lake house for the first time I ever went up there because they were like distant cousins who never invited us.
Sure.
And this is the one time we went, and we had to leave early because we heard there was going to be crazy traffic.
Oh, yeah.
And I drove past Woodstock 99.
I
Oh,
owned.
Oh wait, no, I didn't. It was 94. Never mind.
Whoa,
it was Woodstock
wow.
94.
99 was the like riots,
riot,
and,
yeah,
and the Limp Bizkit.
Limp Bizkit.
Yes,
Yeah.
I owned the double CD when people actually still bought CDs of the Woodstock '99 like compilation of just like live
Yeah.
performances.
We
of,
have
like,
a-
Stained.
We have a
terrible
used
band.
copy
You
of
should
that in the
stop admitting
store,
that.
and one of the like college age students who works at Rhino, New Paul's like
Yeah.
pretty liberal.
You can get your promotions in if
wrote
you
like
want to.
we as like $7.99, and then it says the soundtrack to Rape and Pillaging and a peace sign. So that's the Rhino's attitude towards
So
the soundtrack to Woodstock 99.
That's what I was into in 2000.
Yeah,
So
sure.
Woodstock 69, iconic performances.
69. Oh, okay.
You got Jimi Hendrix
I
doing
thought-
you got Jimi Hendrix doing the national anthem. Woodstock 99, you got break stuff.
Yeah,
There
pretty
were some
much.
good bands on that lineup, though. Didn't Metallica play 99? Or was it-
Metallica played, yeah. They did. They did a cover. It was what was their song on the '99 album? It was a cover of like Roadhouse.
It was
Blues
Mission
or
Impossible.
something.
It was the
I
cover
Disappear.
of Mission. I know why you gotta hate me, 'cause hey, it's all about what I've seen lately.
Two excellent songs from the Mission Impossible 2 soundtrack by Metallica and Limp Bizkit.
Were there any other good bands in the 99 lineup?
Red Hot Chili Peppers were on there.
All right,
Arguable
so
if they're
any
good or not.
good bands. Yeah, any good
Oh,
bands.
you know,
I
like,
kind of
George,
expected that.
That's rough.
I like early RHCP.
A little George Clinton funky stuff, but that, you know,
Sure.
once you get to Californication,
I
am
like
out. I am out.
Californication.
Get
I'm-
out of town,
like
dude.
it, some
Dude, you
of that
started
album,
like
but
little
then
scar
most of it
tissue.
fun.
Just like
It's a
I'm
good
not
album.
crazy about Scar Tissue. I like
I agree.
Californication.
Let's get
Jeff,
that Woodstock
Jeff,
99
let's have our
lineup real
own
quick. We got a minute,
All
right?
right,
Minute and a
I'm
half.
gonna run through the lineup. I got the Wikipedia page. So here we go.
Just say
List
yay
of
or
the
nay to it.
performers. This is not a list.
Oh, look at that Frostbite Blue. What is
Just
that?
like
What?
a bunch of like people no one has ever heard.
All
of.
right, come on.
Like
Scroll
Little
it,
Big
scroll it,
Jam.
baby, scroll it.
Sheryl Crow, DMX, Korn,
Oleander.
Bush.
Jamiroquai.
James
Buck
Jamiroquai.
Cherry, dude. Buck Cherry. Insane
Lit.
Clown Posse.
DMX.
James
James
Brown
Brown.
apparently
Yeah.
performed.
G-Love and the Special Sauce. Dan
The
probably
Roots,
likes them.
The
You
Roots.
probably fuck with a little G-Love, dude. Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Really?
Korn
ICP.
and Bush. Is there a
Live
difference?
DMX.
Ice Cube.
Offspring.
Jamiroquai.
I saw Jamiroquai.
is a very
I stand by Offspring. Stand by.
His name is
Early
Kid.
Offspring.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Smash is great.
Smash is
Yeah,
good.
Smash is great.
Rage
I would
Against the
agree.
Machine. Yeah.
The Chemical Brothers.
Everclear, Ice Cube.
There's a
lot of
band called
fucking
Just
bands.
Three.
Oh, you're going a little fast.
There's just a band called Three, no relation to
Little,
Seven.
dude, Los Lobos in the mix.
Guster?
Weird.
Yeah.
By the way, we
Little
should
Kid
mention
Rock,
though,
dude.
this, unlike Woodstock or even Woodstock '94,
Full
This
Devil
is Rage.
Jacket.
Yeah, so Rage and Metallica.
this was a
yeah.
corporate MTV.
Yeah,
event.
for
this
sure.
was
Oh, yeah.
not.
Oh, it was very corporate.
This was brought to you by Pepsi.
Right, unlike the original Woodcock. Woodcock?
Woodcock.
Oh, God.
Unlike the
Woodcock
original
69.
It's getting late here.
Wasn't that a horrible movie?
Oh, man.
Mr. Woodcock, yeah.
William
No,
Scott
this
and Billy Bob
was
Thornton.
Agent
this
D.
was completely. This was never mind. I'm not even gonna finish my
Was
thought.
that the Mud People too?
Come on, you have 7 seconds. Do it.
The Mud I think was 94.
94, yeah,
Woodstock.
where Green Day
this,
swung
But
the-
this was
But
like
Puddle of Mud was
there was
the
a fire. There was a rape.
Wow.
There was stuff.
That's our time. Thank you so much, guys.
There was a fire. There was a rape. That's our time.
Sorry, that's,
Every episode should be end on that.
we all
I'm glad we
bow
can
to
get
the
all
clock.
that in.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for being here. The three of you, thanks for being our guests. Jeff, Tom, Mike, very much appreciate it. We were going to hang out anyway, so we figured we may as well just record our
Let's just
conversation.
turn the mics on and just see what happens.
Yeah,
magic
but
happen.
it is the end of our hour, and I don't believe we did this the first time you guys were on, but now we're actually a professional podcast, semi-professional,
Amazon.wepodcast.com.
and we have something we like to do at the end of every 60-minute. We like to go around the table
We
and
certainly
say,
did this last time.
Yeah, we did it.
What have we learned today? All right, apparently we did do it.
We've
So
been
you
doing it
assholes
since
should
day
know.
one.
We
It
did
was
it.
in the notes when I pitched you the idea of the podcast.
Guys, what have you learned today? I'm going to start with Tom, because he's on my right.
We learned that Jack read a book about Amazon.com, but doesn't really remember most of it.
There you go.
That's the problem with listening to
That's
it.
the problem with listening to audiobooks.
Like
I'm not a big
remember
fan.
what parts. Like if you name a chapter of say like the Dark Tower, I was like, oh, I was in this park when I was listening to
Sure.
that. But I don't remember what happened in the scene.
Yeah.
I don't remember the actual content.
All right, so Jack's a bad audiobook reader. Jeff, what do you got? What have you learned today?
I learned that David Fincher is a director, and I've seen a couple of his movies.
Jeff, you're a treasure.
Am I saying that correctly? Fincher?
Yeah, Fincher.
Oh, you got it. Yeah, you're learning,
F-I-N-C-H-E-R.
dude. You're learning all kinds of things today.
David.
David.
Listen, I'm a sponge, all right? You know.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
take it
no,
on, dude. Yeah.
you are a sponge. It's true.
So
Mike,
sick.
what have
So
you
sick.
learned here today?
I learned that Michael Stipe was their first choice for the
Ooh,
killer in
yeah.
Seven. That was
Good
a little
little tidbit.
tidbit.
That's
That's
all
a
knowledge there.
tidbit and a half.
I learned that
dude.
too.
Yeah, okay. Jeff's jumping in on your what'd you learn today?
Jumping all in on it.
There you go.
Stan, what did you learn?
Don't take my.
I learned
I'll
that
jump in on you, Mike, too.
Amazon is apparently starting a space program, which I did not know.
Because NASA's not going to do
NASA's
shit.
not gonna do it.
NASA's not
You
going
gotta
to
go
do
to
drop
the
it.
czar if you want
Oh,
shit done.
Old NASA
Your
dropping
tax
ball.
dollars at work, baby. NASA ain't doing shit.
They ain't working. They ain't working.
You really didn't know that Jeff Bezos is?
No, I had no idea. I know about the drone delivery that Amazon.
No, it has nothing to do
They're
with
going to deliver to
Oh my
Mars.
God.
and-
Blue Origin.
What does
Blue Origin. Any relation to Blue Oyster
It's
Cult?
basically SpaceX. It's like a rival to
No,
SpaceX.
I get it. It makes sense. The two
Do you?
Get yourself a new
Silicon Valley
logo.
billionaires.
Apparently it was founded
that's an
16 years ago.
awful
Jeez.
logo.
That is
two
a pretty bad
turtles?
logo.
Oh my god.
It looks like two.
Is that
It's two
turtles?
high-fiving turtles.
It's-
Is that a turtle with a spear?
Yeah, go to the Wikipedia page for Blue
Why
Origin.
does it say
and look at the
Ferocitor
logo.
below
coat
one
of
of the
arms
turtles?
for the
It's
company.
the coat of arms for the company.
Most companies don't have coat of arms. I could be mistaken about
sure,
this.
yeah.
Gratitum.
Are they, like,
ferocitor?
Burlington Coat Factory does. I got nothing to follow that up with.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Jack, what did you learn today?
So I learned that literally everything that you just heard was the official name
That's right.
of our annual Thanksgiving
Title.
yes.
Title.
Featuring
Stopping
Title.
now.
So now we're going to start the actual episode. 60 minutes on the clock. And straight out of... All right, no, we're not going to do that. Guys, thanks again for being here. Do any of you have anything you want to plug? Probably not.
Tom,
I
what
don't
do you
know.
sell?
Tom
What
might
are
wanna
you
plug
selling
some
on
stuff.
Amazon?
Yeah, Plug Rhino.
What? Yeah, I work. I manage Rhino Records in New Paltz, New York.
Buy some records
Rhino
from Rhino.
Records on Discogs. Rhino Records on Amazon. Rhino East on eBay.
There you go.
Buy
Check 'em
some
out.
Woodstock 99 comp albums from rhino.amazon.com.
Yeah, we got a store in
Support
Kingston too.
these.
We got a store in Kingston. Support local record stores. Yeah.
Absolutely. When's Record Store Day? Did that happen already?
Record Store Day is usually the third April.
3rd April of the year?
The third Saturday in April. There's also a Record Store Day on Black Friday, but that will be in the past. That will be in the past.
Sure. But if
Yeah.
you're in the New Paltz area, you should check
Yeah,
out.
come by
check
Rhino.
out
Come say
Records.
hi. Come say hi. I'd love to talk to you.
Be like, hey man, I listen to you on 90s Percentile.
Yeah,
You'd be
dude.
like,
I'll be like, I'm stoked on you,
And then-
Metallica. And you'll be like,
Yeah.
me too. And I'll be like,
Go to
oh,
Rhino's.
you really like the
oh,
Metallica?
I love it, dude.
I listened to it today and I kind of tuned it out.
Oh, it's great.
I think I got to sit with it more. But anyway,
Go to
all
Rhino.
we're talking
Say hi to Tom, and then Tom can tell us about it next year when we have our third annual
Big time.
60 minutes around the clock in the studio.
et cetera, et cetera. Dot, 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 exclamation point.
Jeff, Mike, anything to plug? Mike, you probably have to like plug bullet holes and stuff. Do you get a lot of gun shots? And,
I work in an office on Long Island.
Not in the art doctor, as far as I know.
I thought the Hamptons were known for their high gun
Yeah, high
crime.
violence, yeah.
So it looks like
really.
you got shot. Let's plug this up real quick, huh?
When you board someone else's yacht, yeah, that's what happens.
That's
You
what
get shot.
happens. Does
Send you
Billy
to Dr.
Joel-
Genereux get plugged up because you got shot.
The
Billy
Shy
Joel
Hamptons.
gets shot a lot. You need to.
Gun
you
wound
gotta-
plugged right up.
Well, Jeff, maybe some of our listeners will go play a Predators game.
New York Predators, yeah. Season just ended last
Minor,
Saturday.
minor league.
Boy, everyone's
it's
missing out on
football.
everything.
The New York
Yeah.
Predators.
But to be
probably
fair,
start up
it
next
was just
July.
in the past today
Yes.
and Monday. So
Yes,
it's really,
that's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
It's
still in the
not
past.
missing
It's
out.
past.
It's all
So
in the
you
past.
guys-
So you guys missed out.
Everything
Bitter
is the
past.
past.
Maybe you've
man.
gone
Oh,
to
you are blowing my mind.
It's just slightly less fresh of a pain.
maybe you've gone to like single A baseball games. There are like minor league football games, and they're cheap like single A baseball, and you should go. And I gotta. Besides Jeff being an awesome kicker, you should go because the Predators logo, the New York Predators, is the coolest logo out of
it's a
any
cool
football
logo.
team, including the NFL. It's literally a
It is the
predator.
Predator.
It's a Yatuja. What
It's
is
the
it?
original
Is that what their
Predator.
name is?
I don't
Yaminja.
know.
Anyway, it's a predator with a football helmet, like rushing for yards, and it's awesome. And
No,
he's
he
got,
has
that's
his-
amazing.
he's got the blades out.
The blades out. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. So Google that. Check it out.
Check
Maybe
out
buy
the
a
New York
ticket to a
Predators.
game.
He's
Oh, no,
Jeff
Jeff's
showed-
taking his shirt off
No,
now.
I
He's
haven't
like
been
Billy
You're wearing
Madison.
a lot of
Says
layers.
Frank.
Frank. This is Frank's shirt.
All right,
Actually, you have a
guys,
Metro Star shirt on.
Yeah.
Now the
Anyway.
Red Bulls.
Now the Red Bulls. So if you
Hey,
liked
go
what
watch
you
the Red
heard
Bulls,
today,
too.
go watch
Go
the
watch the Red Bulls.
That's
Jeff's
true.
brother's coach.
That's fun.
That's
yeah.
true.
Great stadium.
That's true.
But don't drink the Red Bull. It's poison.
Yeah, tweak you right out. Let's send you to Dr.
thought
Mike. Or if you're lucky, Agent D, right?
There you go.
If you're lucky.
if you're
If you want to hear more episodes of this show, you know where to go. You go to WePodcast.com. Also, pretty new, you can go to 90spercentile.com, which will redirect you to WePodcast.com. We wanted to just get that domain name.
Funnel it
for
in
you.
right
domain,
there.
yeah.
to that
Just
one.
go to WePodcast.com and just follow us at We Studios Pod. You don't have to follow us at 90s Percentile, although
Right.
if you do, it's fine. We're
If
just
you do
gonna,
great, we'll
we're-
just retweet from We Studios Pod.
and write us some iTunes reviews. We've ran out. We don't have any iTunes reviews to read.
Oh.
Yeah.
So write us some. And we love when you guys use 90s slang and 90s terminology. It makes it a lot more fun to read.
Yeah.
So have fun with it. As long as it's 5 stars and it doesn't make fun of our voices.
Yeah, and
Don't make fun of our high pitched voices.
there's some way for listeners to support us with money, but I
I
cannot remember what
I don't
it
know.
is.
Oh, jet.com.
That's what it is.
Where is it?
Go to jet.com.
Don't go to Jet. NASA's not going to do it, right?
It was blue. NASA's not going to do
not
shit.
Yeah,
That's
seriously.
jet.com's logo. All right, so we don't. We're
finally
going out on a high note, I guess. So we don't have any iTunes reviews, so we're just going to end the show,
That's
I
it.
guess.
Yeah, no.
Guys, submit iTunes reviews. We know you're listening.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Tom.
You are
Thank you,
welcome.
Dan. My name is Jack.
My name is Dan, and we'll see you in another decade.